If anyone was really breakout star of the year, it was Kevin Owens, and I'm still saying Kevin Dunn has something to do with the awards rigging on that and giving it to Neville. Since well, Kevin Owens is big boned and therefore he must be judged because of it. So Kevin Owens has had a grand year from debating back in 2014, back in our Evolution, which I still consider the best NXT Takeover event. Um, also, uh, let's see. He had powerbombed Sami Zayn, and let me just give a quick rundown of his debut in 2014. He powerbombed Sami Zayn and established himself as the heel, continuing their trend of Kevin Steen versus El Greco. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, so do not judge me based on that. So that, and then he would fight Adrian Neville after NXT Our Evolution and powerbomb him. And so let's see, we're heading into NXT Takeover Arrival, heading into the new year, heading into February at least. And Kevin Owens, and I was shocked that the NXT went with this, where Kevin Owens beat Sami Zayn via knockout. And I was surprised that they actually went with that direction. I thought Sami Zayn was going to hold that title a little bit longer. Well, I was actually hoping it would be a lot longer since it's Sami Zayn and he kind of deserved an NXT title run. But only to have it taken away from him like that quickly, like after only like what 63 days. That's something. Um, so I was wondering, oh, well, where are they going to take Kevin Owens at now? Like he just won the NXT title and he's bound for main rosterville, and well, we all know what goes on in the main roster when it comes to NXT guys. Oh, poor bastards. Um, so he holds the reigns. Sami Zayn is out of action for a while. Then Kevin Owens got hurt and got surgery, but came back just quickly. Um, so like the night a few days after Rival, he fought Adrian Neville in what was many people consider their best match to date, and I thought it was awesome, and he beat him. So like heading into this, he also would later face Finn Balor for the first time on March 25th of episode of NXT, where he successfully retained his NXT title against Finn Balor. And I have to say, I get the feeling they ripped out Bray Wyatt on this because Kevin Owens was constantly yelling at Finn Balor to let out the demon in him, bring out the monster, and I'm like, you ripped out Bray Wyatt. Okay, now I want Bray Wyatt to come down to NXT and kick your ass. Like, really, this is gonna be because that would be awesome. And that also means they can't do the monster angle with Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt if they ever decide to go that route. So they can't do that because then WWE will be accused of ripping off NXT, whereas NXT doesn't rip off WWE a lot. So heading into NXT Takeover Unstoppable, Owens had a rematch with Sami Zayn. I'll get to his main roster run in a bit after I finish up his time in NXT. Owens defended his title against Sami Zayn that went to a no contest after only 13 minutes. Darned. But they made up for it with a spectacular event and had another awesome match and continued pummeling Sami Zayn into submission. And it was so brutal. And I get the feeling they kind of went off script at the last minute. Like, I was liking that the commentators didn't talk, so to give this feeling of realism, like, yeah, this was not part of the plan. Especially when Sami Zayn was hit by a steel chair on the arm. I'm pretty sure that was not planned. Kevin Owens just did it at the last second, got tried in the heat of the moment, and well, yeah. So then we have the debate of Samoa and Joe. They have a stare down. Kevin Owens, being the heel that he is, walks away in slow motion. So they get to have a feud together on NXT, and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be exciting. Kevin Owens versus Samoa and Joe. These are two athletically gifted, good, big guys. I wonder how they're going to do. So let's see how this gives them. Okay. Wow, that match sucked. Like, no, like I was really hoping for more than just that. And then I was like, well, this is their first match. They kind of need to get a mishmash together, so expect that. So maybe if they work a few more matches, nope, they never work another match together. Yeah, that was their only match. It ended with a double count out, and they just continued brawling until they had to be separated. And that's pretty much it for the Kevin Owens Samoa Joe feud. Really thought it was going to go somewhere. So heading into July of NXT era of Kevin Owens, he would have to defend his NXT title against Finn Balor once again. This time at Tokyo, Japan, on the NXT on the WWE Network special Beast in the East, where he would lose the title, ending his reign at 143 days to Finn Balor. And especially how Kevin Owens just like gifted this flower and then just tosses it and saying, "Okay, I don't need this," and like make comments of how he hates Japan and how much he didn't like his experience during his time in the Indies there. Like that's just like where did he come from? Like, did you just get gift wrapped to WWE and boom, this is the way to build a heel who's not only cowardly but also can back it up? Like, really? It's like God sent gift. And then he failed to recapture the title in NXT Brooklyn in a ladder match, which was awesome against Balor, though it wasn't as awesome as Bayley versus Sasha Banks at NXT Brooklyn, but it was still an awesome match. Though people will say the matches should have went the other way. So yeah, I just talked about his entire run of NXT. That pretty much covers it up. So let's get to his time when he was debuting on the main roster before NXT Unstoppable. He made a shocking debut on May 18th on Monday Night Raw during the John Cena US Open Challenge. And I was very, 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 very upset because I knew, oh God, they're going to bury him. Okay, get to this point where Cena says some passionate speech and then Kevin Owens walks off because, well, they'll do the overly used cowardly heel and not do the Kevin Owens heel. And instead, Kevin Owens went ahead and beat up John Cena. And I was like, okay, this was just him promoting the match. He's going to have NXT Unstoppable against Sami Zayn, vowing he's going to destroy Sami Zayn. That didn't work out for him, sadly, for him. So, like, okay, this is just going to be a one-off, one deal. That's all. And nope, I hear that they're going to have a match at Elimination Chamber. So he's working 3 separate nights. He's working on Raw, he's working at Elimination Chamber, and he's working at NXT Unstoppable. Though I'm pretty sure I have that out of order. So Kevin Owens, so after like Kevin Owens attacked John Cena, and I was like impressed, like, wow, did John Cena just put Kevin Owens over? Like, I'm pretty sure this is just going to be their only interaction for a while until he gets called up to the main roster officially. And nope, they're going to have a match. Oh God, Cena's going to bury him. Oh God, I can't watch, but I must because this is Kevin Owens' last shot of relevancy. So, and the betting odds were not in Kevin Owens' favor. Everyone was betting on John Cena because it's John Cena. Because don't question it, don't question him. So I was not looking forward to this match. I knew they were gonna have a great match because of Cena and Kevin Owens, but I wasn't really gonna like the outcome. And then I was shocked that despite the betting odds, especially the smart money being put in, where it was all in favor of Cena, I was shocked that the management of WWE, the upper management, the same group of people run by Kevin Dunn, decide to do, well, Kevin Owens goes over clean. And this is not your typical, oh, well, Kevin Owens defeated Cena, but he has an excuse. No, this was a straight up one-on-one fight, clean, no excuses, no, oh, Cena had an elbow injury, and therefore if he had not had gotten that injury, he would have beaten Bryan. Well, you see, there was an interference, and you see, Rain, and that's what happened. Yeah, let's go with that. So, yeah, I was shocked that Owens won without any excuses, and I was like, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh God, this is gonna be amazing. Like, this is gonna be awesome. Like, this is gonna be. Is John Cena gonna put Kevin Owens over? Mm. Dun dun dun. Sorry. But, like, yeah, I was shocked. So, Kevin Owens comes out the next night on Raw, and we're going to the angle of why I hate Cena's guts now as a personal reason. It's because what Kevin Owens and Cena does next in this angle that really made me mad is Kevin Owens proclaims, "I defeated Super Cena!" And I was like, yeah, you respond to the IWC comments. I love it when they do that. That just makes us feel like like we're part of the show, kind of. Yeah, we're like part of the show, even though WWE doesn't want to acknowledge that part of us. So yeah, so take for what you can get when it comes to Kevin Owens and anyone from NXT or Triple H. So yeah. Then Cena comes out, says out some BS comment how I was going to give you this United States Championship because you earned it, but after that disrespect you made against me, even though you had rights to back it up and say I lost to you, and he didn't sell the fact that he lost clean. You know, something that never happens with Cena matches. They always have an excuse. When will he learn? Well, it can't get any worse. Oh dear God, you had to go there, didn't you? You were so desperate to be established as the good guy in this relationship issue by using a cancer kid to get popular, to get a 5-minute cheap pop. Well, that's it. My respect for Cena as a human being is now forever gone. Like, I hated Cena already with his character and his backstage politics, but I could tolerate Cena as a human being with his charity work. Like, you know, you may be a scumbag at politics and you may have a character that sucks and makes me want to cringe and die a little inside every time I watch wrestling and the Attitude Era since I came from that era, but you're a good man. Nope, nope, nope. You had to go ahead and you do that angle. You just went ahead, there's a kid over there. Maybe I could use it for cheap pop. Yeah, I'll just do that. Like, I knew the leeching off of other on popular topics or trying to make yourself look cooler than them was eventually going to do something that incredibly stupid, but I didn't think it would be using a cancer kid. But no, you went there, and now I have no respect for you at all. 3 things I don't respect you for is your character, is your backstage politics, and now you're basically saying, hey, I do charity work. That means you have to all automatically love me. Love me because I do charity work. That's not, you shouldn't ask for that. You should be doing charity work because it's the right thing to do, not just say, oh, I do charity work because people will like me then. F you. So, yeah, I was not happy with that angle. So then I decided after that, this feud was going to be promising. I was going to enjoy it, but after that promo, I'm done. You're not going to see me watch John Cena anymore. I'll give him one last chance to redeem himself at Battleground. One last chance to redeem himself, but at this point, I'm done. Until he apologizes, I'm done. And I'm still waiting for an apology. I'll still continue waiting until I die. Until I hear an apology from Cena for that stunt he did. So, yeah. So I hear, oh, a rematch is going to happen with John Cena versus Kevin Owens. And I was like, well, no, that's what's going to happen. John Cena's going to go over. I hope they do an excuse for Kevin Owens at least. Nope, John Cena beats him cleanly. So I tried to figure out, why did that happen? Like, really? Shouldn't they? So, like, here was my philosophy. I thought, well, with Kevin Owens being Cena clean without any excuses, or like what they did with The Rock, um, so I looked it up and then I found the reason why Kevin Owens lost to John Cena. Surprisingly, it had nothing to do with John Cena. I was really expecting a politics backdrop, but really kind of did have something to do with John Cena, even though I just said it probably doesn't. It kind of does, but it doesn't at the same time. It's a Vince McMahon call because Vince McMahon reportedly said, oh, we're changing the ending of the match because Triple H had pushed for Kevin Owens to do a apron powerbomb on John Cena, rendering incapacitating him, and then he would have time to like miss SummerSlam and Battleground and take some time off. That was Triple H's plan. However, Kevin Owens, no, not Kevin Owens, sorry. However, Vince McMahon and John Cena were like, no, we're not doing that. That would make Kevin Owens look too strong, and he would be too strong for that. So, and here was my philosophy that if anyone beats John Cena cleanly, without any excuses, then they need to be booked just as strong at this point. Because you just beat the face that runs the place. So basically, yeah, you need to book him just as strong. But no, you just make them look weaker. So yeah, and the reason why they let John Cena beat Kevin Owens is because merchandise sales went down. You hear? Merchandise sales for John Cena are down. Kids are losing faith in John Cena. We can't have that. Think of the children, man. Think of the children. And I say, yeah, here's the problem. I one time saw a kid go to the mall. I saw a kid at the mall. He asked his mom for a video game. Guess what that video game was? It was called Grand Theft Auto 5. So if a kid wants to play a violent video game, I'm pretty sure they can handle seeing John Cena lose. Just once. Without any excuses. I'm pretty sure they can handle that. And you should not conform because of this. So I heard that had happened. I didn't watch the match because you think I'm going to watch John Cena after what he did? No. So so afterwards I heard Owens powerbombed Cena on the ring apron, took the titles with him. Like that was the second plan they did. Like the original plan was a referee stoppage after Cena was powerbombed through the apron. So yeah, they just went with that with a compromise. So Owens later challenged him to a match, this time for the U.S. title, because in Kevin Owens' mind, Cena disrespected him by saying, "You belong here." And I have to kind of side with Kevin Owens here because did he just beat you at Elimination Chamber? Therefore, he proves he belongs here? Yeah. And Kevin Owens, once again, does great interviews, does great promos, does all these great things. And I'm trying to wonder, what is the beef that upper management has with him? Like, okay, maybe they don't have much beef with him. Maybe they just wanted to protect merchandise sales for Cena because we're politically correct and we're messed up. So, yeah, I could give WWE a pass on that. So, Kevin Owens later challenges John Cena to a match at Battleground, and then Kevin Owens loses the title at Beast in the East. So I was like, "Yep, he's gonna win the U.S. title. Thank you, someone new, someone fresh, and not John Cena." Did I mention it's not gonna have Cena involved in this? Yes. Now we get to see what's gonna happen now. Kevin Owens is gonna finally win the match against John Cena again, win the feud, and take the U.S. title from him. And then Cesaro started getting involved, so I was like, oh yeah, this is just gonna get better. Kevin Owens is not only gonna beat John Cena and take the U.S. title, he's gonna feud with Cesaro next. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Like this is gonna be awesome. And my hopes and dreams were crushed at Battleground. John Cena defeats Kevin Owens in the most insulting fashion possible through submission. Okay, I'll just say, why did Kevin Owens lose by submission? Like, if Triple H was not going to get Kevin Owens to win the match, which I'm pretty sure was the original plan before John Cena's ego came in and Vince McMahon's senilism and Dunn's hatred of anyone that's Triple H's for buddies, then why didn't you compromise and just have Kevin Owens pass out? To show, yeah, he's a tough guy. He didn't tap out, but he passed out. So why not do that? But nope, you gotta make the kids happy. So yeah, fuck you. So then I hear a report the next day after that disaster that Kevin Owens has gotten backstage heat from management, and I'm like, wait, why did he get backstage heat? Wait, according to this article, it says because he's getting pushed. You sabotaged him, you sick bastards. You sabotaged Kevin Owens, Kevin Dunn. Like I did some from I'm trying to remember this old show that I recall hearing once. They had Zach Morris, and I was like, Kevin Dunn, because yeah, Kevin Owens sabotaged Owens. Like that's the only clear explanation at this point. So Cesaro and Owens get to feud, and I was like, okay, it's not going to be for the U.S. title, disappointingly, but hey, we're at least going to get this match. I'm like, it could have been better if it was for the U.S. title. And some people were saying, "Oh, Cena retaining the title was actually a good thing for Kevin Owens because you see he's going to compete at NXT Brooklyn, so we can't have him, a guy with the main roster belt go down to NXT and try and claim the NXT belt." Yeah, here's the logic of this problem here. One, Kevin Owens has motivation to go after the NXT title and the U.S. title. He can have both. Like, didn't Seth Rollins challenge? Didn't they do a Corey Graves versus Dean Ambrose match for the U.S. title once in NXT back in 2013? Oh no, because it wasn't broadcast on the network, therefore it doesn't count. Oh, okay, whatever. Um, and Kevin Owens would gain more money in storyline terms, so therefore he would provide for his family, and that's one thing I really loved about Kevin Owens is because he was a gray heel. He wasn't fully evil. Like, he had reasons. Like, he said, I'm doing this so I can support my family because that guarantees more money, more pay, more financial security. So basically, I'm doing this for my family. And I was like, we're supposed to hate him, right? Because I actually am kind of supporting him. Yeah, like, I'm supporting Sami Zayn, but I'm kind of supporting Kevin Owens, and we're supposed to hate him. So yeah, I was really liking that dichotomy they did with Kevin Owens. So, but every time when Kevin Owens did that, the commentary team and the main roster didn't acknowledge it. Like, they just said he's just doing it for money, and but wait, he said he's doing it because he wants to provide for his family. Why not say that as well? Oh god, this is a main roster sterilization problem. You're trying to sterilize everything that makes Kevin Owens look cool because it'd be too complex for kids and too complex for parents. Even though you really think that we're this stupid, but yet we're really not. And plus, children need some form of complexity in life. It's how to make them grow up in the world. So, yeah. So, yeah, Cesaro and Kevin Owens had a heck of a match after NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. And, like I said, Kevin Owens lost and failed to retain the title. Like, I was thinking, if Kevin Owens wins the belt back at NXT Brooklyn, then that would prove that he's been sabotaged. So Triple H decided to send him back to NXT because, well, if he stays on the main roster, he's going to be screwed. But instead, Triple H wanted to stay the course with Kevin Owens on the main roster, and so we have to see where this goes. Like, he just beat Cesaro on SummerSlam. Oh man, that was a great match, though. It wasn't as great as Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, in my opinion. Like, it was a solid wrestling match, which Vince obviously hates. So they aired an episode of Raw 8 days later where Cesaro lost again and therefore ended their feud. So Kevin Owens does this angle with Ryback where he's eating a fruit. Yeah, it's Kevin Owens, don't question it. Acting all cool, and Kevin Owens related to defeat Ryback through eye raking on him, and that's a classic heel move. Like, wow, I haven't seen that in a long time. A heel winning through heel tactics and not by a finisher? Yeah, that's actually kind of clever, kind of unique for once in this day and age. So yeah, and also there was this problem I had, like Randy Orton comes out on Raw one time and makes a fat joke to Kevin Owens, and I was like, oh, very clever, WWE, very clever. It's funny because he's fat. Oh, let me see what the time was. 9 minutes? You're only going with the fat jokes in 9 minutes in the show? Oh, God, this is going to be painful. And so I didn't initially think of anything of it until I started thinking, wait. But I don't really see that ever happening. They never make fat jokes to Big Show, Mark Henry, or anyone else when they have that weight. So what was so special about Kevin Owens? And also, wait, why did Randy Orton say that? He's not really go with that kind of low blow. He's usually a fist first, then ask questions later. And not stupid stuff. So, why Randy Orton specifically? Like, this was confusing. Like, I can understand John Cena because he's a hypocrite at times, because he likes to bully other wrestlers with jokes that is not really funny, it's really stale. So why Kevin Owens? And then I got another report saying that Oh, there's heat backstage because of Kevin Owens' weight. Are you freaking kidding me? You hate him because he's big boned. I won't say fat because that's insulting, but you pretty much just said, yeah, we hate him because of his weight. Yep, we are the WWE. We have survived this long and we're continuing to prosper even more. Okay. F you, Kevin Dunn. And then it was Kevin Dunn had nothing to do with it. I call BS on that. I'm pretty sure Kevin Dunn was ecstatic just to do that comment, just to humiliate Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens once again no sells it and just does his own things because Kevin Owens is cool. So Owens afterwards his first title defense is against Chris Jericho, and and well, the match wasn't really that special. I was really hoping for a long match. Like, this is not a live house show. Yes, it's being taped, but they could go as long as they want, as Chris Jericho pointed out, saying, oh, on this we're uncensored. We can do whatever we want. Because, well, it's not on TV, and therefore we don't have any more, as much restrictions. But no, they just went very short, like about 9 minutes, and I was really disappointed by that. So he once again defends the Intercontinental title again, this time against Ryback once more, and Kevin Owens defeats him at Hell in a Cell. And then took part in a tournament to decide the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And I was really looking forward to, like, if they actually go with this, they could do Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. And I knew Neville and Kevin Owens probably wouldn't do a good match on the main roster as compared to their match they had at NXT Our Evolution the night afterwards. I knew they wouldn't have a good match on there. Like, it would be good, but it's not going to be as great as their match after Kevin Owens won the NXT title because management likes to restrict the life out of wrestlers. So he lost to Dean Ambrose in the semifinals, and then that led to a feud. It was the original plan for Survivor Series, an Intercontinental title match against Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. So they had to change everything up, and because Seth Rollins got hurt. So then they decided to have Kevin Owens drop the belt to Dean Ambrose in a match that should have been longer because management hates you. Because whatever, and Kevin Owens snapped afterwards, and especially in a roll up. And also, I kept like at the same time that this pay per view was happening, we had a report that Brock Lesnar and Kevin Owens was on the tables for WrestleMania. And everyone said if Kevin Owens beats Dean Ambrose clean, then yeah, they're gonna do the match at WrestleMania. And Kevin Owens didn't, so I started having doubts about that. So Kevin Owens is nominated for Breakout Star of the Year. I was like, well, it's obviously gonna go to him. I'm like, despite losing to Cena, he still beat John Cena cleanly without any excuses at Elimination Chamber. So yeah, nope, it goes to Neville because yeah, what did Neville do later this year? Like, he kind of was up on a high note and then disappeared afterwards under the radar. Like, they had him first lose, be the only guy eliminated at Survivor Series. So really, he didn't do anything that special other than the first few months, and that was it. Whereas Kevin Owens did a lot of things in his entire run so far. Okay, I'm pretty sure Kevin Dunn had something to do with it. So yeah, luckily they went with Kevin Owens being a crybaby about it. And this is where Kevin Owens once again proves, yeah, he's extremely fun. Like, during the OMG moment of the year award, there's a picture on Twitter I found where Kevin Owens has his head down on the turnbuckle, like, oh man, I hate this because, well, Kevin Owens is fun and does everything cool. Like, everything Kevin Owens does is cool. After Kalisto won, Kevin Owens had his head planted on the turnbuckle in depression, and that was just hilarious. And then comes the final Raw of 2015. Kevin Owens and Neville have a match, and I was like, okay, this is not going to be as great as their NXT matches, but nonetheless, we're going to get a good match out of this. It lasted 10 seconds. Yeah, I was pissed off. Really pissed off. Yeah. But then Kevin Owens went aggressive mode and destroyed Neville Then later was stopped by Dean Ambrose, and then later that night, Owens assaulted Ambrose and powerbombed him through the announce table, while Michael Cole called Kevin Owens a madman. And also, I gotta point out, Kevin Owens kind of had this offshoot feud with Michael Cole threatening him and saying, "Hey, is that impressive? Whatnot? Blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Can you please powerbomb Michael Cole? That would be awesome." One, Michael Cole has this coming. Two, Brock Lesnar already did that. Three, you're already cool enough. Just do that. And also, do it because Brock Lesnar did it. Like, you want to mimic Brock Lesnar a bit, so insult him by doing that. So yeah, that and like Kevin Owens had a big year this year. Like, sadly, I will still say the feud should have went the other way with John Cena at Battleground, and maybe I could have won more respect for John Cena, but I'm still waiting for an apology on that. So that was Kevin Owens' year. He had a spectacular year. It wasn't as big as Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns had to work hard to do this because he had to deliver, whereas Kevin Owens was guaranteed to be loved by the fans. Whereas Roman Reigns had to earn the fans' trust, so this was an underdog storyline they did, kind of. But Kevin Owens was kind of an underdog right now. I don't know what's in store for him for 2016. Rumors saying that he's going to fight Brock Lesnar, then there are rumors that he's not. I'm personally hoping it's either Brock Lesnar or Sami Zayn he fights at WrestleMania. I'm really hoping for that. And I hope he gets another reign with Intercontinental Champion and hopefully gets a world title reign because he, by God, deserves it. But I'm pretty sure Vince and Dunn are going to make sure that never happens because they hate NXT guys because of jealousy. So, big things hopefully happen to Kevin Owens. Hope it's going to be the year of Kevin Owens next year. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.